Welcome to the channel. Today we are looking at 50 colorized World War I photos which are sure to shock you. Australian 4th Division soldiers walk a duckboard path through the muddy ruins of Chateau Wood near Hooge, Belgium, during the Battle of Passchendaele, October 29, 1917. 9 European monarchs gathered at Windsor Castle for King Edward VII's funeral in May 1910. Within a decade, war, revolution, and assassination would reshape their empires. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophie leave Sarajevo City Hall after surviving a bomb attack. Moments later, they were assassinated, sparking World War I. In August 1914, Prussian Guard infantry in new field gray uniforms depart Berlin for the front lines. Women and girls line the streets, handing them flowers as war looms. Belgian soldiers with bicycles stand in Boulogne, France, 1914. Despite declaring neutrality, Belgium faced German invasion after refusing to grant the German army free passage. The Great War marked the dawn of modern warfare, introducing technologies still used today. Aircraft became vital for bombing, reconnaissance, and air combat. In 1915, French soldiers on the Western Front gathered around a priest blessing their plan. In Lübeck, Germany, a table outside a steel helmet factory displays stages of Stahlhelm production for the Imperial German Army. In 1914, a Belgian soldier smokes during a battle near Dendermonde and Oudegem. Germany's push through Belgium aimed for a swift win, but met fierce resistance near Paris, sparking years of trench warfare and massive casualties, including 27,000 French soldiers killed on August 22nd. In December 1914, German soldiers celebrate Christmas in the field, finding moments of respite amid the harsh realities of World War I's early months. In 1914, the Japanese fleet patrols off China's coast. Aligned with the UK and its allies, Japan targeted German Pacific holdings, including island colonies and leased Chinese territories. Aerial view of biplanes flying in formation during World War I, circa 1914 to 1918, showcasing early military aviation's tactical evolution and the emergence of air combat strategies. Indian troops conduct a gas mask drill on the Salonika, Macedonian front during World War I. Allied forces, alongside Serbian troops, held a stable front against Central Powers armies for much of the war. The French battleship Bouvet escorted troop convoys in the Mediterranean early in World War I. In 1915, while attacking Turkish defenses in the Dardanelles, it was hit by shells and struck a mine, sinking in minutes, with nearly 650 lives lost. In 1915, British soldiers on motorcycles navigate the rugged terrain of the Dardanelles, then part of the Ottoman Empire, in preparation for the pivotal Battle of Gallipoli. On the Western Front, pillbox demolishers are unloaded. These massive 1,400-pound shells created craters over 15 feet deep and 15 yards wide upon detonation, showcasing the destructive power of World War I artillery. Water and mud plagued trenches, especially in autumn and winter. Wooden duckboards lined trench floors to prevent sinking, while sandbags reinforced the walls for stability. In 1916, Highlander soldiers from the United Kingdom carry sandbags to the front lines, reinforcing trenches amid the harsh conditions of World War I battlefields. British artillery pounds German positions on the Western Front, unleashing powerful barrages that defined the relentless trench warfare of World War I. A British officer charges over the top, leading his men through no man's land as German shells explode around them, capturing the brutal reality of World War I combat. American soldiers from Maryland's 117th Trench Mortar Battery operate a trench mortar during a raid on March 4, 1918, in Badonviller, Meurthe-et-Moselle, France, maintaining relentless fire against enemy positions. A German soldier hurls a hand grenade toward enemy positions on an unidentified World War I battlefield, exemplifying the intense and close-quarters combat of the Great War. In 1918, German A-7V tanks advanced through a village near Reims on the Western Front, showcasing the emergence of armored warfare during the closing months of World War I. In 1917, the Ottoman Turk Machine Gun Corps defends the Tel Esh Sharia Gaza line during the Sinai and Palestine campaign, as British forces fought the Ottoman Empire and its German allies for control of the Suez Canal, Sinai Peninsula, and Palestine. In 1918, a bridge spans the treacherous mud flats of Flanders, Belgium, providing a critical supply route through the war-torn landscape of World War I's Western Front. In June 1918, a German ammunition column marches through gas-contaminated woods. Soldiers and horses wear gas masks, reflecting the harsh conditions and widespread use of chemical warfare in World War I. In October 1918, British forces entered Lille, France, ending 4 years of German occupation. Allied counteroffensives that summer had shattered German lines, severing key supply routes and signaling the approaching end of World War I. On April 20, 1918, the USS Nebraska, a U.S. Navy battleship, is seen in Norfolk, Virginia, adorned with dazzle camouflage. This striking pattern disrupted enemy targeting by obscuring the ship's range, speed, and direction during World War I. Around 1918, a German dog hospital cares for wounded dispatch dogs returning from the front. These loyal animals played a crucial role in delivering messages and aiding communication during World War I. On June 7, 1918, 3 soldiers from U.S. Army Company A, 9th Machine Gun Battalion, operate a machine gun positioned inside a railroad shop in Château-Thierry, France, during intense World War I combat. In 1915, a dog owned by Mr. Dumas Réalier is humorously dressed as a German soldier, reflecting the lighter moments people created amid the hardships of World War I. On June 28, 1914, following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife, a Bosnian Serb nationalist, possibly Gavrilo Princip or bystander Ferdinand Baer, is detained by police and taken to the station in Sarajevo, igniting the events that led to World War I. A motorcycle dispatch rider examines a grave marker inscribed in German. Here ruhen tapfere französische Krieger. Here rest brave French warriors. In the background, an observation balloon is prepared for ascent. Trenches became essential in 1914, offering soldiers protection from modern weaponry. They evolved into vast networks, often named after familiar places from home for easier identification, as seen here. A dispatch rider from the Royal Naval Division Signal Company navigates a communication trench while returning from brigade headquarters, ensuring vital messages reach their destinations during World War I. Men of the 2nd Australian Division prepare a meal in a front-line trench near Croix du Bac, Armentières. Using Primus stoves and braziers, they cook a hearty bully beef hash from tins of corned beef, showcasing trench life improvisation during World War I. 4 Canadian soldiers rest and write letters in the trenches near Villerval. Nightfall in the trenches was far from peaceful, with wiring, fatigue, and raiding parties frequently dispatched under the cover of darkness during World War I. In August 1916, British soldiers bathed near Avelui Wood, seizing a rare moment of relief from the harsh conditions of the Western Front during the Battle of the Somme. Soldiers lean from train windows to greet women on the platform, exchanging farewells or greetings. This lively scene captures the emotional ties during wartime departures. The crew of the USS Allen, a U.S. Navy destroyer, stands assembled, showcasing the dedicated sailors who served aboard this vessel during its active wartime service. British sailors line up as grog is issued, a long-standing naval tradition providing a ration of diluted rum, reflecting daily life and camaraderie aboard wartime ships. King George presents a baseball to the captain of the U.S. Army team during an Independence Day game against the Navy at Stamford Bridge, England. General Biddle and Admiral Sims stand nearby, symbolizing the strong camaraderie between British and American forces during World War I. American soldiers depart England for the front, filled with determination as they prepare to join the battlefields of World War I, symbolizing the U.S. commitment to the Allied cause. In July 1917, an elderly French woman sits among the stone rubble of her destroyed home in the Somme region, a poignant reminder of the devastation wrought by World War I. J.W. Buckley and J.A. Fenstrom, U.S. Navy Chief Machinist mates, achieve a record 214 hits in 53 seconds. Buckley mans the machine gun while Fenstrom pilots the aircraft. In June 1917, soldiers, likely from the 5th Marine Infantry Regiment, travel in a Pennsylvania Railroad train car to New York, en route to France to join World War I efforts. On July 6, 1917, Queen Mary of Teck inspects VADs at St. John Ambulance Hospital in Étaples, France, highlighting her support for medical personnel during World War I. On August 5, 1917, British infantry soldiers cross a bridge over the Yser Canal at Bozinga, Belgium, during the Battle of Passchendaele. The Royal Engineers built the bridge after the British advance secured the canal crossing. Members of the American 132nd Infantry, 33rd Division, occupy a front-line trench, positioned approximately 1,200 yards, 1,100 meters, from the German lines during World War I. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.